Okay, so here's how I structure my push days. Hopefully you can use this information to help you structure yours as well. So I like to start off with some kind of pullover variation, just to get my lats fired up. Maybe 1 to 2 hard sets, just ready for my pressing movements. So my first pressing movement is a dumbbell incline bench press. I set the bench at about 30 degrees, which for me targets the upper fibers perfectly in the 8 to 10 rep range. I'm using a full range of motion without excessive stretching to transfer the tension onto my delts. I like to keep the tension on my chest. Then I move on to a pressing movement with a slightly lower bench angle. So the Smith machine bench press is about 15 degrees. Again, a full range of motion. I try not to lock out at the top, just to keep the tension on the chest. And this is usually within the 8 to 10 rep range as well. Sometimes I work in the lower rep ranges, maybe 6 to 8, but you can sort of play around and see what works for you. Then I'll move on to the dumbbell flies. Obviously I love cable flies generally, but recently I've sort of incorporated dumbbell flies a bit more. You get a good stretch, and as you can see I don't touch the dumbbells at the top, because when you do that it kind of takes off some of the tension on your chest, because there isn't any tension at the top of the movement. So they come to within a couple of inches of them touching. And then I've got 3 tricep exercises because I'm focusing on my triceps at the moment. And the JM press is a very underrated tricep exercise, kind of a cross between a skull crusher and a close grip bench press. But it's a really good movement, which has really helped me develop my triceps over the last maybe 6 months or so. I've pretty much kept it in my program for that whole time, and it doesn't bother my elbows or my wrists too much. Then I move on to the tricep push downs with the easy bar. I really want to progress on these and start lifting some heavier weight. I kind of neglected including these for a little while now, but I do focus on keeping my elbows by my sides and driving straight down without hunching over. And then I finish on some crossbody tricep extensions. From this angle, I'm not going to lie, my back looks alright. I've focused on that for a few months now, and the back development is coming along nicely. So again, focusing, keeping my elbows locked and fully extending and contracting my tricep.